Hi, moms and dads at Mary C. House Elementary. This is Dr. Catramone. I am, for those of you that have been here, know I am the proud principal, very proud, to be entering my 10th year here at Mary C. House. This is just a informational video for you. It's not overly exciting, as you can see, but for those of you that might want to just listen to it rather than read it in a newsletter, I thought I would send this out. In the past, I've sent additional video portions of the newsletter to help with people that might just want to listen to things or see things. I'm going to try to do that more this year. As you prepare for the start of the school year, I know that you're experiencing a variety of emotions right now. I remember all too well the feelings I had as a parent, even though my kids are now all past the high school age. The most important thing to remember is that the children will look to you. Something that I constantly remind the teaching staff here is that kids will watch what you do and they'll watch what you don't do in any given situation. They'll listen to what you say as well as listen to what you don't say in any given situation. That is why, as you get older, you might find yourself saying, oh my gosh, I've turned into my mom. Oh my gosh, I've turned into my dad. It's because of those instances where you were watching them and following their lead and didn't even know that you were grabbing onto their habits or their facial expressions, the way they handle things. I'm going to be sending out another video to you the day before school starts that you can show. It's directed at your children. Hopefully it will help you get them ready for the first day of school. Keep in mind that you can help your children establish routines, and as boring as those routines are, children really do grab them. They really do adapt to routines, and they really like the same things. Changes can be hard for them. That's why that anxiety builds as they get ready for the first day of school. Even though they may have already seen the class at sneak a peek, there's still that uncertainty that they have, and that's why those different behaviors you'll see at home. But remember, your routines are your routines. Every family is different, so establish them and do what works for you. Here are some things over the past that I wanted to share with you from parents and myself that we see that help instill good students and good children and good behavior when they're here, if you can try to help us with this. The number one thing is to be on time. I can't stress that enough. I mean, we know occasionally you'll run late. However, we do see a connection between families that run late consistently and the child's demeanor when they arrive here. They have somewhat of a defeated attitude when they come in the building. They feel rushed. They walk into their class, and what parents don't see is when they walk into their class, they see their friends already sitting, ready, unpacked, done their morning work, and they already feel behind. And it takes them a while to get over this. They don't just come in and snap right out of it. So do everything you can if you're a car rider especially. Obviously, being on the bus guarantees your child's going to be here 99% of the time on time. But some of you, I know, because of work reasons or child care reasons, have to drive your child to school. Try to be here as close to 8:30 as possible. I mean, it's beautiful mornings. We let them go outside and play, and they love it. The closer you can get here to 8:30, the better. Because Carline does close at 8:55. And I know that some parents have complained and said that's an inconvenience when they have to park and walk their child in. We're not trying to make it an inconvenience for you. It's for your child's safety that you park and walk them in. You can't just drop them off out front, have them come up and ring the bell, because our office staff is so busy. We have people in the office and we have announcements that are getting ready to go. It's important that your child is safe, and we know that's important to you too as well. Let's see. Ask, at the end of the day, ask about how their day is, but be specific with your questions, because especially as the older they get, how was your day? Fine. What'd you learn? Nothing. Yeah, ask them, what'd you do in math today? Who'd you sit with at lunch? What'd you guys talk about? Who'd you play with at recess? What game did you play? And just listen. Be a good listener. Be a good support system for them, like I know you are. But also, remember that you and the child, this is the third thing, you and the child's teacher, you guys are on the same side. So really have that open communication with the child's teacher. Because occasionally you'll hear something not so nice that happened, or they'll come home and try to dump on you something that they're sad or upset about. And I learned a long time ago with my oldest, who's 26, that children do that because they want to be able to sleep well at night. So they're going to tell you all the bad things that happen, and you're going to think, oh my gosh, nothing good happened today. The reason they're doing that is because they feel safe and secure with you. So they want to give you all the bad. And then you get to stay up all night worrying about it, but then they sleep soundly. If you have a concern or worry, continue to listen to your child and reach out to your child's teacher or myself, and we'll investigate. We'll get more information. We'll figure out what happened. One thing I've learned as a parent and principal is that there's so much more to every story, and the truth always lies somewhere in the middle. We'll get it back to you. We'll communicate back to you what happened and do the best we can to help your child with the perspective of it. Or, if there's issues that need to be addressed, we certainly will do that too. One thing I've always said at open houses and anytime I've talked to parents that parents have actually come back and reminded me of is, listen, I'll make a pledge to you. If you believe only half of what your child says goes on here at school when they come home, we'll promise to believe only half of what they come here to school and tell us to go on at home. May seem kind of trivial, but you'd be surprised at what we hear, and I'm sure you guys hear a lot about what goes on at school. There are definitely other things that will help, and you know that better than anybody because you know your child the best. But please know that academics, behavior, the social piece, that will fall into place. It will, I promise you. As more veteran parents have told me in the past, with my children when I was raising them, in school-age children, they said, listen, don't worry. One day they'll get it. And I never knew what that it was. But I will tell you that my 3 children at times have gotten it. They still have a lot of it to get, but they have gotten it. And it's hard, especially in this world of social media and all this information that's coming out, the anxiety and the overwhelmingness we're feeling, the school safety, everything is bombarding our brain and making us feel a variety of emotions. Just take a deep breath. It's going to be an awesome year, and I can't wait to work with all of you, and our teachers can't wait to work with you, but most especially we can't wait to greet 630 plus smiling faces from the first day of school on. Thank you, and here's to a great year.